Hey, good morning, YouTube. Okay, this is a video response to SouthernPrepper1, his latest video, A Fair Way to Do Community Tasks. You know, it's interesting, as somebody concerned with everything that's been going on, I've looked into a number of sort of like self-sustaining communities throughout the country. They've been popping up quite a bit over the last few years. And what's interesting is they usually have like a large community guideline with like a whole set of rules and things that you can do and you can't do. And it's really interesting because it very quickly evolves into something reminiscent of socialism or communism. So it's a really fine line to try and build a small community and keep things free and reflective to like the original Constitution. In any case, going back to exactly what Southern Prepper was discussing, believe it or not, SP, I think that you are referring to money in your video, what you're talking about, how to deal with all this. And I know it sounds a little abstract and a little strange, but the core point of money is it's a store of value, and it's basically what you use to convert your time into something else. So let's say you're a shoemaker and you work on shoes all day, and you're able to get $100 for your effort doing that, and then you take that $100 and you go and you buy $100 worth of food. That is the core structure of what money is. And I know you're specifically discussing, how to get people to sort of contribute to the system and sort of volunteer and this type of thing. But really what it comes down to, I think you need to take a look at money and trying to figure out that aspect of it. Now, I don't really have the answer of how to implement that in the community, but I think that's a big thing that you should be looking at. Okay, and then beyond money, here's my breakdown of how I think you get a community to run properly. First off, you're going to have basically all good people in your community. And I say that for a couple reasons. I say that, one, because most bad people don't have the foresight to be prepping right now and to be thinking of community and this type of thing. And second, you're just not going to let riffraff into your community. So as a general rule of thumb, I think you're going to have people who are going to want to contribute, and most likely your problem is going to be people overworking themselves and contributing to the community and not underworking themselves. So let me preface that with that. Now, I think that we basically just have to look at our current system for the answers, and it's pretty simple. At least our current, maybe our original system. One, let people excel based on their own effort. So basically, if they work more and they contribute more to the community, then they get more. And when I say get, it's to whatever ends that is. And if they work and contribute less, they get less. And second, give people the freedom to work less or even not participate on most levels if that's what they want to do. And again, remember, most of the people in your community aren't going to conceive of going that route, but I believe that should be a fundamental right. You don't, again, you don't want to get into the realm of being a socialism or communism type community. And third and finally, in case of a community emergency, I think everyone in the community has to be willing to be drafted into a variety of different services, whether it's defense or food production or whatever. So people in the community have to understand that if it comes down to it, and if the need really does arise, they have to get off their butt and they have to be forced to, contribute at that point. And if they're not willing to do that, then they should leave the community. And, again, I think that has to be reserved only to emergencies, because as a general rule of thumb, people don't want to live in a place where they feel that they're going to have to be, they're not going to have the freedom to choose and pick what they do at any given moment. So that's my take on it. And again, they're not really totally direct answers as to distribute the community tasks, but I think that might give some insight maybe on getting to the bottom line. Hope that was helpful. That's it. Later, YouTube.